Okay. All right. This is going to be a kind of a short stream. It's just the quickest way for me to demo the tool that I've got here. So this tool is called, I guess I called it the Mame monitoring tool. Um, and the intent of it is to monitor memory location access in video games running on Mame. So I'm going to get straight to it. Once I release the source code, which is, I just need to clean it up a little bit, you'll be able to use it yourself. But we're going to demo it here on Street Fighter 2. So the tool does two things. Number one, it does what I call a hypertrace, which is it logs every single piece of CPU activity that's going on as the game is running. That's a lot of data, so it creates these like very large log files, could be up to 500 megabytes, and then they roll over. That are like every instruction that the CPU has executed. Then once it's written all of that out, it writes out also images of the frames so you can step back through them, and then the instructions that were executed on the CPU so that you can diff between each frame. So um, let's let's demo it. Here it goes. So first thing we've got to do is we have to run MAME using and tell it to run a script. So the script you can see here's Mame monitoring tools. I released the source code. You can use this. And you just run. I'm going to run Street Fighter 2 in debug mode. That's essential without sound because that's going to make it kind of annoying when you start debugging. And then the script. And the script is what logs all the data. So let's run that first. Let's run Street Fighter 2. Okay. All right. So what you're seeing now is a black box that just popped up there. When you run Street Fighter 2 in debug mode or any game in MAME in debug mode, it will bring up the all five other windows besides the actual game, and you'll want to click on the debug window, which says it'll say something like debug SF2UA Motorola M68000. So that's the CPU, and then if you press debug and run, it will run the game. Okay, so the game is running now. It's stepping through instructions. I'm not going to show those on the screen because that's just a lot of stuff. But there's no actual debugging or anything happening right now, or hyper tracing as we would call it happening right now. Um, oh, cool. Well, or is it cool? I guess it's just doing the entire screen right now. Oh, it's doing it on the front and the back. Okay, I guess that works. I actually think I want to delete that one. All right, yeah, I don't need the whole thing because I'm going to run now the visual. I'm going to enable hypertracing for like a few seconds, and then we're going to watch the trace back. Okay, so now we got Street Fighter. Okay, so let's enable hypertracing right at this moment. So we got to click on the actual game window. I'm going to go to Control Shift D. All right, that should have enabled the hypertracing. Hypertracing enabled. You can see it down here on the window. Okay, and some stuff is still happening. So it's still stepping through frames, it's just very slowly now. So you can see that like 1P, 2P, and the countries are flashing. So now let's switch it off. Control Shift D. All right, and we'll let it run through. Now that means we hypertraced for a little bit, and I'm going to leave that running because it doesn't really matter now. Because what we've done is at this point, if you look now in your MAME directory after you do this, you will have some new data. So in the MAME directory, you should have a memory access.log, which, oh, in my case is not that large, so that's a problem. Maybe I screwed something up here. Okay, we might need to re-enable hypertracing. Let's try it again. Uh, Control Shift, 1 second. Oh, well, the demo gods are not smiling on me right now. Hypertracing enabled. Setting memory read and write taps. Hypertracing disabled. Maybe I disabled it too quick. So let's go back and I'm going to click on the window. Control Shift D. Okay, now we've slowed down. It's going to slow down because we've enabled this insane tracing. Uh, okay. Oh, setting memory read and write taps. Okay, so maybe I didn't let it do that. Sorry, I wasn't watching. Okay, so insert coin might appear or disappear. Oh, my laptop's about to go into outer space. let's just go Control Shift D and switch off hyper tracing. Okay, now we're going to Control Shift D once, but because now it's the CPU is so busy, it didn't actually switch it off. Let's try again, Control Shift D. Well, this sometimes happens. Disable. Okay, there we go. And when you disable it, it just, it just carries on. I mean, this is like literally V0.0 of this software, so don't go crazy. Okay, let it run on. Okay, so we're just going to let it run on now because you can see well, so you can't hear that, but my CPU just came back to life because I stopped tracing and writing out files at 60,000 instructions per second. Okay, now let's have a look in my folder. So you can't see me doing this, but I'm going to look in my main folder and see, do I have a memory access.log? And do I? I don't. So why? What have I done? What have I done silly here? It should have been writing memory access.log. Memory access.log. Sorry. Don't know what I'm doing here. Why is memory access.log not writing the data? Hypertracing disabled. Okay. Let me restart the hypertracing. Yeah, mem file sync.lua. Okay. Now press debug on the menu and run. And now let's go Control Shift D. Oh, sorry, no, that didn't work. I wonder if it's just maybe Control Shift D. Okay, hypertracing enabled. Now I'm going to go into the main folder itself now and just wait for that file to be created, because I'm just not 100% sure why it's this worked prior to the demo, so I guess we will get there. Okay, so now my laptop's taking off into outer space. So maybe I just need to give it another minute. Memory access.log. See, it says 0 KB, and that file should be quite large once it starts to start writing data. Um, okay, let's just let it run for a little bit. It may be that I just didn't let it run for enough of time. Okay, it's definitely running through frames. Yeah, you can see the characters moving. Memory access.log is still 0 kilobits. Interesting. I wonder if I'm just running too much stuff at once, including the stream or something. That's what it could be. Okay. All right. One second. Oh, thing. Okay. All right. Let me just switch it off again. Maybe I'm just. Yeah. So setting memory read and write taps actually happened right at that moment. I'm just looking here. It's probably something on my end. I wonder, am I looking at the log or something? Do I have the log open somewhere? And so I'm not allowing myself to look at it. Because I just tried this earlier. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah. So now, okay, so it might be just that Okay, let me kill this. Let me delete the memory access file. 1 second. Maybe it's held by something. So I'm going to delete the backup, and then I'm going to actually delete the memory access file itself. All right, so this isn't a great demo, but oh, now it did actually write out. Interesting. Okay, let's start again. Okay. All right. Let's start again. So it did write out the file there. I just deleted it because now I'm just a little bit concerned that I might have just kind of caused stuff to be a bit, um, I don't know, just kind of mixed up. So I'm going to go into my instructions folder and delete my instructions. And then I'm going to go into my frame, sorry, snap/frames, and I'm going to delete my frames. Okay, so it did capture, I'm just looking at the frames now, it did capture that title screen. Okay, so maybe it's just needed to warm up. All right, let's see what we do now. I am streaming this while I'm doing it, and it does take a lot of CPU, so let's see. Um, okay, off we go. Debug, run. Okay, off it goes, and now I'm going to enable hypertracing on the, yeah, all right. Okay, there's hypertracing enabled. That was Control Shift D. Okay, it's writing frames. I can see it's writing frames in the snap directory. It's writing instructions. I can see it's writing instructions. And is it writing memory access log? No. So memory access log, I guess, is just buffered then. Usually I would see it getting written to though. Okay, so it's fine. So let's go now and attempt 2. And now let's just Control Shift D. Oh, yeah. You need to highlight the game window and then there's Control Shift D. And has that done anything? I'm just going to go Control Shift D and see. I wonder if it's delayed, if the Control Shift D is delayed, and that's what's happening. Because I've got streaming and I've got this whole thing done. All right. Just give me 1 sec. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 sec. Just give me 1 sec. Just give me 1 second. So I just need to finish this recording here. Okay, so we're setting the memory read and write taps. Okay, and then we're just going to press Control Shift D. Is that switching it off? It is not. Control Shift D. Need to press it twice. There we go. Now it's off. And now let's kill it. Let's just kill this. All right, we'll just kill Street Fighter. Okay, and now if we start the Viz tool, just start the Viz tool. It says it's drawing memory grid. And let's just see what it shows. It should take a minute to pop up the Viz tool. Let me see, it's just taking a minute here. Drawing memory grid. Yeah, I guess that was quite a bit of logging. So let's just see what it does. Okay, it's not loading it. All right. Okay, now I just give up. Oh, there it is. Okay, give it a second. How many? It must have been because there was a lot of frames. Must have been because there was a lot of frames, and now it's just going to render the memory range. Okay, it actually did work. Okay, so now we can go. This is all the activity that happened during the recording. You can hover over and see what the writes and reads were. And if we go to frame by frame mode, now we can actually go and step through the frame. So frame 600, so this is frame 601. These are all the writes and reads. You see little X's popped up there. See, there's more X's, that's activity. Okay, and then you can just hover and you can see that this code here is reading, because read is blue, from 1, 2, 3, 4 locations. I need to implement the zoom, but these 3 code locations are reading from here, and that's pretty much it. Okay, and then you can also see what the difference is between the frames, and then this is the frame difference. So these instructions are different from the previous frame. No new instructions in this frame, and then that's the end of it.